Hey everybody, this is Carsillo, and I'm coming to you from E3 here in Los Angeles. And I have the distinct pleasure of talking with the creative director of the Deadliest Warrior game, coming out, of course, on July 14th for Xbox 360. Prithvi, how you doing today, man?
Good, great. How's it going?
It's all right. I just had a chance to play the game, and unfortunately, the guy I was demoing it with, I kind of beat up on him.
You did. I was kind of surprised about that, but good job.
Thank you. But the game looks awesome. I mean, the aspect of it, the thing that really drew my attention in was the one-hit kill. Talk about the realism of the attacks of this game and how the damage balance works.
Sure. Well, as you know, the game is based off the show Deadliest Warrior, and the show really places a high emphasis on the realities presented in an actual battle, how effective those weapons are, and we try to bring that into the game and sort of reflect the realism a lot more than perhaps the show could.
Very cool. Now, of course, we played through. There's 8 playable characters in the game.
Yep.
Only one of those has gunpowder, but we'll get into that a little bit. But you guys purposely tried to stay away from gunpowder. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. We didn't think it would be a true fair matchup to have a sort of classic medieval character like a Spartan or a ninja go up against a Navy SEAL. It's obviously whoever shoots first wins, and it's going to be the SEAL more often than not. We had one character, the pirate, that has gunpowder, and we thought that it was okay because the pirate sort of came from an era where, weapons and guns were not as accurate or effective. There's a high probability of failure, as we've seen in the show. Load times were, kind of long, so we thought that gave it enough of a disadvantage to the pirate and his gunpowder to sort of go up against classic characters, more medieval characters or ancient characters.
Very cool, and we can expect to see it July 14th for 800 Microsoft points, correct?
Absolutely.
This is Carsillo, and we are here at the QuickHit.com booth here at E3 with our old friends. Brandon Justice, how you doing today, man?
Man, I'm doing well. It's been a crazy show so far, but it's going pretty good.
Well, it's been a crazy couple of weeks for you guys. Of course, it's a huge announcement that you got signed the NFL license. How's that been treating you?
It's an awesome thing.
So what do you think it will do for the game and your membership to have the NFL license backing you guys now?
Well, like I said, at our root, we're all about authenticity, and I think the NFL obviously is just, when it comes to football, there's nothing better. And when you talk about just really kind of capturing the spirit of the game, I think it's going to give us a lot of opportunities to just kind of come in and really add value for folks who follow the NFL week in and week out. Like you said, we just signed the license 2 weeks ago. I think we got a lot of work between now and the season to get ready, but we got some cool stuff in store, You
guys are not only just about the game, though. You're also about the experience. You guys are just talking to me about color commentary and play-by-play. What's going on with that?
Well, we're a free-to-play online flash football game, but nobody kind of told our programmers that. They actually implemented full play-by-play and color commentary, which is play-by-play is already in the game now if you log on to QuickHit.com. But here in a couple weeks, we're going to be unveiling color commentary featuring Coach Bill Cowher, formerly of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Anyways, so, he's rolling in. He's going to lend some insight during the game, between quarters, that sort of stuff. It actually turned out really well, man. We did an audio session with him over a year ago, and we're finally being able to work that into the game. But we think, again, on the authenticity front, he's a great guy, knows a lot about the sport, did a lot for the sport of football during his tenure as a coach, and we're really excited to have him as part of the product again in the 2010 season. Very cool, Brandon. I really appreciate your time and giving us a few minutes today here on day 2 of E3, and good luck with the game, man. I know I'll be playing. Hey, man, thanks a bunch. All right, we're wrapping up day 2 here at E3, and I have the distinct pleasure now of being in the Sony Online Entertainment booth, and I'm with Wes Yanagi, Senior Producer for DC Universe Online. How you doing, Wes?
Oh, I'm doing great.
We just saw a quick demo of a Batman-oriented mission, and I guess the first thing that's on everyone's mind is just how deep is this DC universe?
It's the DC universe. It's huge, right? We have a lot of characters in there. We got the Batman, Joker. We got Harley Quinn, Superman. Just everybody you can think of.
And of course, it's done in the MMORPG style. So people are going to wonder how many, I guess, cities are there? I mean, besides, I guess, Gotham and Metropolis.
Well, yeah, we are really focusing on Gotham and Metropolis, and they are huge cities. They're cities that everybody, all mainstream, our mainstream audience knows and loves and is familiar with. And so that's where all the stories that you're going to be able to interact with really start out with. We're going to branch out to other areas. We have a bunch of different alert missions that occur in other places, on the Earth, like the Australian outback, which we're showing as our PvP content at the show. And then also we have the Watchtower and the Hall of Doom that you can visit. The Watchtower is in space, and the Hall of Doom is, probably in some swamp somewhere, kind of hidden.
Very cool. And of course, as with all MMORPGs, there's got to be a leveling up system. What kind of abilities can your hero have in terms of customization?
Yeah, so actually, let me tell you about how you create a hero. There's three main things that you do when you create a hero. You pick a power, right? And that can be like fire or ice, or it could be mental or gadgets or like nature powers. And then you pick a power source, right? And that could be like your eyes, or it could be like a sword or pistols or a rifle or something like that. And then the last thing you do is you pick your movement power. So it could be like super speed or flight or acrobatics. So if you want to create a character like, say, like Batman, right? You'd probably pick gadgets, right? Because he has all these tricks and things that you can do. He'd be probably a brawler, so he'd be unarmed. And then you take acrobatics as your movement mode. If you want to do something, say, more like Green Arrow, you do the exact same thing, except he would have a bow as his power source. Someone like Mr. Freeze would have ice as his powers and then a rifle as his power source. So with all those combinations, you can make pretty much just about any kind of hero villain you can think of.
And of course, every MMORPG has a fee that comes along with this. What would be what is the monthly fee that would be incurred for playing DC Universe Online?
The monthly fee is $14.99, but that includes quarterly updates where there's going to be a lot of content updates and seasonal things, and you basically have a lot more loot and stuff to get out of that.
And when can we expect to see DC Universe Online now for PS3?
Early November.
Hey everybody, this is Ray Carsillo, and we're at the Ignition booth here at E3, and I have the pleasure now of speaking with Jamie Firth, who is the producer for Blacklight Tango Down. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well.
Now, this is unusual in that it's a downloadable game, but it's a first-person shooter. It's an action adventure, not action adventure, but it's a war game. Can you tell us a little bit more about it, though?
Yeah, sure. I mean, what we're doing here is that we're trying to give a box product quality in a downloadable game. So, yeah, we've got we're probably pushing the bar quite a lot on the level of content and quality that's usually associated with some of the download-only titles. It's basically a really fast-paced shooter. It's kind of in the old school category of like a Counter-Strike or a Quake, where it's all about the kills and being killed and doing some killing yourself.
Speak a little bit about the weapons. Weapons are such a huge part of a shooter. So tell us a little bit about the weapons and the customization of the weapons you can have.
Sure. I mean, customization is one of the big things that we're doing here. So the types of weapon, you've got your 5 standard weapons. So you've got a shotgun, assault rifle, an SMG, and a sniper rifle, and your trusty pistol in your back pocket just in case. What you can do is, as you progress through the game, you'll unlock different variants of those weapons, and then you can take the various components of those weapons and use them on other guns. So you can basically create your own gun out of multiple parts. So you can hone your sniper rifle with the kind of scope that you like. You can create a shotgun with a kind of big muzzle that's got a low accuracy but really big firepower for those up close kills. And if you want, you can put a sniper rifle scope on top of a shotgun to get some accuracy on your long range shotgunning.
I don't think no matter how many scopes you put on a shotgun, you're going to get much accuracy out of it. But it's an interesting thought. There's also a very unique grenade in the game. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, well, because we're dealing with the HRV as the thing that lets you see through walls through the visor. Because it's electronic, instead of flashbangs or smoke, you're dealing with anti-magnetic devices. So you're dealing with EMP grenades. If you get hit with one of those and you're actually standing right on top of it, then your visor will completely blow, you will blue screen, and you have to reboot the visor, which leaves you blind for a few minutes. Well, a few seconds, a few minutes is strong. And then you get kind of clouds of magnetic matter that stop you using the HRV through it and kind of completely disorientate the player.
Now, is there a single player mode?
There is a co-op mode that's playable between 1 and 4 players. So we have 4 special missions that you can play through. You can play through them on your own or with up to 3 friends. About 20 minutes in length, and you can go kill some bots with it.
So, I mean, this is basically stressed as a multiplayer versus kind of game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, multiplayer is definitely the key thing that we're going for here.
And since it's downloadable, what networks can we expect it on?
It'll be on PSN, be on XBLA, and it'll be downloadable on PC through places like Steam, Metably, Direct to Drive, that sort of place.
And how much will it retail for?
It's retailing for $15.
And when can we expect to see it available on the networks?
It's coming soon. We're just finalizing the details now, but it'll be this summer.